Hey guys, with Black Friday right around the corner, we wanted to show you some of the tools on our website that could help the parts selection process be even easier.
So in the old days, if you're looking for a set of pistons for, say, a 2JZ, and you knew that you were going to use an 86.5 millimeter bore, you could go through the different manufacturer catalogs, whether it be CP, JE, Manley, Diamond, and try to put the information together, or put the information in some sort of order so you can sift through and see what are your options for the particular piston compression ratio bore size that you want. Well, we've put all that information in one place, and it's easy to filter and understand what the right options are for your engine if you just use the package builder.
We'll do a quick example first, and then we'll do a little bit harder one. If you hover over Toyota and then you go to 2JZ, you hover over bottom end engine parts, and then you go to bottom end package builder, it'll take you to a page that walks you step by step through all of the parts that you need to build a bottom end. It'll start with pistons at the top, then it goes to rods, bearings, studs, gaskets, crankshafts, everything that you would need to do a bottom end build. The first thing you'll start with at the top is pistons. There's a couple of questions that help you narrow down the results because you can see there are 262 pistons in the system for a 2JZ. So we'll select a 3 liter. That's going to be standard rod length and standard stroke. We'll say 20 over on the bore size because let's say we need to bore our block a little bit. And the compression ratio is going to be between 9:1 and 10:1. With just those three answers, we went from 200 and something results down to 22. So that became a lot easier. In these columns here in this table, you can see things like the compression ratio, and if you click this, you can filter down to just that compression ratio or just that combination of compression ratios. Here you can see the pin dimensions, which is really useful in-house when we're talking to customers about their power goals. We need to know if the pin that comes with the piston that we're looking at is going to work, or if we need to upgrade the pin to something beefier. We can also see what material the pin that comes with it is, and some other piston information like gram weight. Maybe you want to see how much material is used in a certain forging over the other. So whenever you pick a piston, let's just pick this first one, it will automatically push you down to the rods section or whichever the next section is in order. And each section will have its own questions that helps narrow the results from a big scale. And then you can get specific in the columns if you want. And when you see these faces, that means that someone that works at Real Street has owned that product, and whenever you get on live chat or phone call or WhatsApp, you can ask for us specifically and ask what our ownership experience of that product was like. You can also sort by price. You can put the most expensive at the top or the cheapest at the top. You can filter by availability. In stock means that we have it in Florida and we can ship it immediately. Available means that we can drop ship it. Call means that we don't have a feed and we don't have it in stock, but we can call and find out if you want that specific part and see if it's available. As you keep going down, you'll see bearings. You can filter by race bearings or non-race bearings. You can filter by standard size or oversize. Whenever the sale goes live, you'll see this sale icon next to the brands that we have on sale for Black Friday. So it's a good way to save some money. As you keep going down, you'll see things like crankshafts and the crank pulleys, a timing belt, and all the other stuff that you'll need. By the time you get to the bottom of this page, it will have held your hand through each step of the way and make sure that you didn't forget buying anything that you need for your bottom end build. You can get a little bit more complicated too. Let's say that we were building a Mitsubishi Evo and we wanted to do a 94 millimeter stroke with a 156 millimeter long rod. So that would make like a 2.1 liter stroker long rod. That would typically take a long time if you were busting out a bunch of catalogs and you had to find just the ones that would work, because some of the Mitsubishi pistons can work in multiple configurations and the catalogs don't always say that. So right here, we can just grab what configuration we're looking at. Is it a 2 liter long rod, 2.1 liter, 2.1 liter long rod, a 2.3 liter stroker? So let's just grab the 156 millimeter rod length and 94 millimeter stroke. We instantly cut the results down to just the pistons that will work on that. Let's say we wanted to go 20 over on the bore, and let's say that on the compression ratio we wanted to go high compression for race gas. Now we're down to just 5 pistons. So you can do that same thing with rods and cranks. You can see that this can save you a lot of time. It shows you what's available, it shows you what's in your budget, and it shows you what's going to fit with the rest of your dimensions. If you have any questions about parts selection, Jay and I will be here all Black Friday to be able to help you. Just give us a call, shoot us a WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, email, live chat. There's lots of ways to get in touch with us, so let us help you out and we'll make sure you get the right parts for a deal.